And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the My Intentional Parenting Journey with the delectable Olamipo. Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
First off, we'd love to say quick apologies for the slight delay. We had some technical issues, but we are here to have this conversation on
Yes,
my intentional parenting journey of the beautiful Olamipo here. Hi, Olamipo. How are you today? How are you this morning and afternoon?
we're in the morning here. It's 12 a.m.
Oh, wow. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too? And I'm really,
Very
really
well,
excited
thank
to be
you.
here.
On behalf of our lead coach, we would like to say welcome to you who is out on official duties. Good morning, everyone. I can see Chisom. Good morning, Chisom. I can see Onyinye. I can see Mr. Chris. I can see Ezebune. We are ready to hear your journey. Now, the Intentional Parenting Journey is a series where we interview parents that are in the Inner Circle program of the Intentional Parent Academy. In this series, we'd love to hear your stories, would love to hear your victories, would love to hear your challenges, would love to hear your journey in its entirety. But before we get into all those juicy details, would love to know how you came to hear about the Inner Circle program. Let's start our conversation from here, Ma.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone, once again. How is everyone doing? Thank you so much for joining. I really want to thank the entire team for giving me this opportunity. In short, I feel so honored. I feel so blessed. In short, I when I was, chatted that okay, I should come and share my story. I'm like, from where to where? As in how? When did I join the uh, academy? But something in me said, yes, it's been a journey. You really have a beautiful journey. And I'm like, yes, I can. I'm glad that I'm here to share. So, how did I join the academy? Sometime in
Yes.
2021, I saw my friend's status on Molayo,
Okay.
and I saw sex educate your child like your pro. I'm like, yes, I really
Yeah.
need to be in this, webinar. So I asked her how much is going to be paid and all that, and I paid. And everyone sharing, coming to talk, especially Coach David. No, that was the turning point for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. I remember his story very well, very, very well. So I just didn't do anything again. Thank God Omolaya reached out to me again. We actually belong to a female group. And when she reached
Okay.
out to me again, have you paid to be in the inner circle? I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, when is the deadline? I said, okay, I have to do it right now. And then,
Yeah.
right there and then, I actually paid. Apparently, I was in United Kingdom before.
Yeah.
I just moved to Canada. So I've moved in between, as I've moved countries twice.
Yeah.
So I started December, I joined the inner circle December, 1st of December 2020.
One.
Yes. Abby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2021.
Thereabouts.
So, yeah, 2022, which was no, 2022. Don't let me mix up the dates.
Okay.
2022, because I'm just barely a year
In the
in
inner
inner circle.
circle.
So that was how I
Yeah.
joined. And it's been an amazing journey. It's really been an amazing journey. And when I even joined, my son was just over 2 years old, and I was pregnant at the same time. So right now I have a 3-year-old son and a 7-month-old daughter.
Wow. You have such a beautiful story. And it's a testament to the fact that someone literally dragged you into the inner circle. Just imagine for a second that Omalaya was just like, okay, she has attended, let's just leave her. You wouldn't be here and you wouldn't have experienced the transformation that you have on your journey. Now, your journey is particularly unique because you're a Nigerian parenting outside your culture. You're a Nigerian parenting in a different landscape. How has the journey been for you as a Nigerian parenting in Canada?
Well, because I just moved to Canada just barely 8 months ago, and to me, I'm someone that is always knowledge seeking.
Yeah,
And wherever I see value, I'm emphasizing on that value. I
yes.
catch it and I run with it.
Jump on it. I agree.
And I'm a person that also wants to learn, learning, relearning, unlearning, because this is my journey. It's my process. It's something I own. And I believe also, as we do say in the inner circle, parenting is about us, not our children. And we are becoming. Also, how will I put it? With so many things happening out there, we can't parent just anyhow.
Yes, very
We
true.
can't parent just anyhow. And we also shouldn't pass fear, our own fear, to other people, you know. So we just have to, be in a system that is valuable,
Okay.
and we must have integrity and accountability as well if we really, really want to be the world changers
Yeah,
that we want to be.
yes, ma'am.
So, being in Canada, because when you land, you have to be in some groups, and sharing. Some people just come and ask questions, and the way some people just try to project fear. No, they don't do it that way. I'm like, wait, where is this person coming from? What knowledge does this person really have?
Have true.
What have you tried to explain that? Okay, can you even make an attempt? You know, if it doesn't work for you, doesn't mean you are a failure at it. That means that process is not what can be done. It can be done a better
Better.
way
Very true. Very
and
true.
another way. So it's to me, I well, maybe because I've moved countries twice, so
Yeah.
I've not really felt that maybe
Shock. Culture
shock or
shock.
no, because
Yeah.
thank God I'm in the inner circle.
It has helped your process.
It has really, really helped my process.
Yeah. Fantastic. So now let's know. I love that if we were to summarize what you've said, it leads credence to the fact that being in a system like the inner circle has helped your journey. Because the truth is that the fact you're saying it's been easy because you're in a system. If you were
Yes.
not in a system that has first given you peace, so you're
Mm-hmm.
not getting into the new environment with a chaotic system. You have peace
Exactly.
first. You have the emotional regulation. You have the knowledge. Then, of course, you have the accountability and the support from people to help you work your journey. Now, let me go to the next question. What is the inner circle to you?
Hmm.
Now, this question, when we've had probably at this time over 75 sessions so far, heading to 90 at this point. And everyone we have asked, what does the inner circle mean to you? They have given us different answers. Some have been mellow, some have been basketballs, some have been exciting. So, we want to hear from you, man. What is the inner
I
circle
even
to
had
you?
to. I knew I was gonna be asked this question, and
Yeah,
when I was meditating about it, I'm like, really, what's the inner circle about? As in, what's inner circle to me?
to
I
me.
had to put it down. The inner circle is a safe place to stay.
Mm.
Inner circle I wrote it down, sure, because it's right here, so I will not
Pop
forget the
out your
exact
notes.
word. Yeah,
It's
I have my
better.
notes with me. Inner
We love
circle
it.
is my home.
Wow.
Inner circle is my abode. You know,
Hmm.
I remember when I was a little bit concerned. Not that I didn't know what to do, but probably I was a high risk patient when I was pregnant, so I, really needed to be careful and all that. So I was a little bit concerned for my son regarding his speech. And I was like, I have an accountability system somewhere. Why can't I just share one or two things? I don't
Journey.
want to be in the backyard.
Yeah.
And that very day was a turning point for me.
Wow.
It was a turning point for me. I know we'll still get there. Let me
Yeah.
just,
We'll get there. But I totally love, when you said that the inner circle is my safe place, we use three words. You said the inner circle is my safe place, it is
mhm,
my home, it is my abode. Now, I would
yeah.
love you to delve a little bit when you use, because you carefully chose those words. How is it your home? How is it your safe place? How is it your abode?
Now, when I say my abode, because I already say a place to stay, I
Mm,
had to Google that very word, a place
yes.
to stay,
Mm,
permanent
like you
for me,
pin.
permanent for me. Because
Yeah.
in the definition, it also said or for some time, but I removed that some time.
It's permanent. You're here for the long haul.
Yes,
I
because
agree.
parenting no be shere shere in this
Not be
time and
cherry
age.
weary. I agree. I agree.
And if we really want to raise kingmakers, it starts from now. It starts from
Yes,
this type of accountability system. It
I
starts from
agree.
this structure that we are building. It starts from now. So I had to write it down because I googled that word. It's That's how it is for me. Inner circle is a permanent place for me.
It's a place to stay. You're not here
My
for the
safe
temporary
place.
fix.
My
It's a
safe
safe
place
place
to
to
stay.
stay. You're not here for the temporary fix. You're here for the long haul transformation. I love it. It's simple but deeply rooted for you. Now let's move to how the knowledge in the inner circle has transformed you. Now, if we all talk about the inner circle, our transformations will differ. Like we are onboarding people into the new cohort, and I see them share their expectations. I want to reduce my yellow meter. I want to work on my emotional intelligence. I want to be able to parent my teenagers. Now you've been here for the 1 year. How has the inner circle, just the way this new cohort are coming in with a lot of expectations, how has the transformation been for you on your journey? You can start from the story where you mentioned about your child having probably a speech delay, if I
Yeah.
heard you well, and you had to
Yes.
share in the inner circle. You could
Yes.
start there for us, please.
Yes.
Because I believe
So
there's a parent here who might be having that same challenge and they're wondering, how is the inner circle going to help me?
yeah. So regarding my son, coach has always there was it was early, maybe one of those Tuesday live. She had
Yeah.
said it that screen is not for children. They don't learn via the screen. I held on to it. I was always preaching it, but I wasn't, doing it
Yeah.
because I was in the United Kingdom then, and because of my pregnancy, I risk, it was really, really a bit of challenge for me then. So I placed him on the screen because yeah, as I said, inner circle is my safe place, so I can
Yeah.
share this.
Yes, you
My
can be
son will be,
vulnerable.
by doing some of my work, I'll just place him there. And when he came to UK, he could say some words. All of a sudden, he just stopped.
Hmm.
What's happening? Well, I was just like, children and all. So he attended a nursery just for 1 month before we moved here. But that word, that story coach shared, still used to ring in my head. To cut
Wow.
the long story short, I just had to come to see. I personally, seek for a speech therapist. And she was like, oh, he's a little bit in the spectrum. Ah, no, he broke my heart. But I'm like, wait, you have this accountability system that is keeping you accountable,
You have a
making you
safe
accountable.
place.
Have a safe place. I came there. I voiced out. I said, okay, please, any yada in Calgary, let us even connect. Let us meet. I'm someone that, yes, I love reaching out. I'm not. I'm not scared of talking and all. So coach said another thing, that screen. I said, is this screen? No. To cut long story short, I booked an appointment with a pediatrician. That is the knowledge. I don't want. I'm not someone that will assume. I will ask.
Yeah. Yes.
That was how this pediatrician said we should take him off the screen completely for 1 month,
Wow.
1 whole month, for him to be evaluated. Of course, we're giving M chat. And when the pediatric after 1 month, we took him back to the pediatrician. He gave us M chart. We evaluated. So the man just looked at it, like, just two nose. That he's not concerned. That no, that he's not even in the spectrum.
Hmm.
That he is not. What we just need to do to him is communicate, play. Now I remember Coach Omolola always
Yes.
emphasize now what children understand by learning. How they start learning is via play.
Quickly.
Play, play, play. So I became a child. His father also became my son loves
Yes.
football. They play football. And all of a sudden, I started all those tools. Now, I wasn't so, I wasn't
Keen
implementing
on the
all
tools.
those tools. I was just
Yes.
doing it on my own, not even connecting with to him. Sometimes I could just call his dad, okay, like, let us do this thing. They said we should do it in the inner circle. Just the two of us would do it. They're like, he's still a child.
A child.
Apparently, when I saw that flyer on Omolayo's status, I actually joined or actually learned it because of my nieces and nephews.
Wow. Like you didn't factor in your
I
own
didn't even
son.
factor my own,
That
because
was
like
so
he's still
young.
young. That was
Yes.
the main
You
reason
need to
why I
take.
joined. But joining in as I'm like, no, we have to start now. I shouldn't wait. So
Permit me to break this up here now. I love what you just shared because up until last week, a parent was asking, I just have a young child. My child is still a toddler. I love this inner circle. I love the idea, but I'm thinking that I should wait till they are 5. Now, if you're a parent here who has that question, this our beautiful guest has answered it to you. Your child is not too young. In fact, like our lead coach would say, this is the perfect time. Imagine for a second that our guest didn't get the knowledge she got in the inner circle. Let me paint
yeah.
a picture because I'm in the early years stage. You would think it wasn't a problem, or you would think it's a problem. You would run helter skelter, while keep giving him the screen until you get to 5 and realize that something is wrong here. So if you are here with young children, the details is scrolling on your screen. Get in the safe house today. Please continue,
Exactly. In
ma'am.
short, one of those days as well, I also belong to a forum, and during the conference, I just shared, because I'm like, no, I can't keep all this knowledge to myself. I need I need to form my own community. Yes, moving from United Kingdom to Canada, I formed a beautiful community over there. That till now, we still reach out to one another.
Yeah.
Some days ago was my graduation ceremony, and the way people were messaging me, congratulating me, how I wish you were here, this and this would have happened. I really formed a healthy community over there. By the time we're even moving, some of them didn't even believe. So when I shared
Wow.
the TRP conference in some of those groups, one lady said, that she has heard of coach for a while. I'm like, so why are you not in the inner circle? My child, I thought my child is still you. I said, no, this is
Yes.
now the time for you to join the inner
Yes.
circle. And some days ago, I reached out to her that, Alpha, have you? She said, yes, she has already booked. I said, good. We're already forming our own community here
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
And during the TIP conference, also when Coach PF, that's Praise Forward, said, coach also said it with yesterday's webinar, that you need a community. You can't be silent. You can't.
Yes.
At this day and age, no, you can't be silent. All those other people, they are just minute. Sure, they are not minor. They are just binty set of human beings. But what is making them so loud is by we
The
sharing all these things.
community. True.
So why not we that we know the right
Have the
thing,
right knowledge.
have the
Very
right
true.
knowledge? Why are we hiding it? Why can't we also share it? And even if we don't know more, we are all learning,
Yes.
because it's a journey. We can't do it in 1 year, 2 years. We will keep doing it step by step. At least before a baby can, stand or walk, the baby will first sit, crawl, stand, fall down so many times, before the baby starts moving.
Very true. Very
So I would
true.
tell
Anyone.
parents of, even if they are still in the womb, they should join the inner circle,
Very
because
true.
it's my own, and me owning is now my own safe place.
Hmm.
And I'm very sure by the time they also come in and they see all the connecting tools alone, as the word said,
Yes.
connecting tools, the way you will connect,
Let
even
me
to
stop you there. We are going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to faster. I
right.
love the energy. We are going to get there. Thank you so much. So, if you were here, like Happiness said on the screen, joining even before your child is born gives you the perfect foundation for raising your child. You don't have to correct mistakes at all. You were starting on the right foundation. Now, before you move to the benefits of being in the inner circle and the features that make the inner circle better, and I can say this anywhere than any parenting program, the features that make us the Harvard of parenting. Also share other experiences that has transformed your parenting just from being in the inner circle.
Yes. When I was called upon, I feel so honored, seriously,
We're
because
honored to
I
have you too.
looked at myself and I'm like, no. Well, I asked my husband, babe, what and what has really changed in me, in our marriage? And what did he say? Maturity. I'm like, ooh.
Mm,
I said, okay, can you, give an example? It's like, sometimes maybe because I'm always someone that, yes, when I tell you something, do it immediately. But I've come to understand that some people are not processed that way. Tell them, they will definitely do it, but don't keep emphasizing, or don't keep going to check. Have you done it? Have you not done it? So when he said maturity, I'm like, wow, okay. So in our marriage, he said, I now listen more. I'm more, as in, I'm not quick to quickly respond. I process it well, and the way and manner I, project it to him, I'll give him his own time. Okay, you've said it. What do you? I will now ask questions. Okay,
mm,
in this, no, the humility. Let me put it that way. Not that I've not been humble, but now being intentional about the humility and the
yes.
honor I
And
use
the
in
honor.
presenting my own case.
Yes.
So, and also, of course, right now I'm still a nursing mom, so I can't talk maybe regarding my career and all, but these two things,
They're
marriage
enough
and
actually.
parenting,
They are
is
enough. I love it.
this is my season of
Yes.
life.
Yes.
and I must intentionally enjoy this season of my life.
Steward the season of your life. Thank you so much. So permit me to say that the humility abada that you've sown has also extended to your marriage, yeah?
Ah, in short, hmm,
I love it. All right, now let's talk about the unique benefits you've enjoyed from being in the inner circle. You know, you're about talking about the connection tools, which was my next line of questions. I needed to stop you so we would have a full blown connect conversation around it. Now, there are tons of benefits from being in the inner circle. If you are a would be other watching this session, we have our daily connection tools. We have our amazing non-googleable webinars with our lead coach, like what Olamipo mentioned yesterday, the one of the webinars that we held yesterday. We have amazing discounts. Then we have the journal where you get to document your 365-day journey. Now, the new yarders have all been hyping about the new journal the
mm-hmm.
academy just released. Now, we have tons of other benefits from being in the inner circle. So, Olamipo, over to you. Give me three top benefits that you have also enjoyed. I didn't even talk about the accountability system. We didn't talk about the community. We didn't talk about the heartfelt conversations that are held in the yard that you cannot have in any other community. The truth is that there is no community like that you find in the inner circle. So give me three top features that have been it for you from joining the inner circle last year.
One, inner circle has really made me a reader.
You, yes, yes, yes,
As
yes.
in, I from July, I'm not exaggerating. I'm being honest here. In the month of July, I think I read two books.
Wow.
August, I read three. We are in November, right? This
Yes, we
November,
are.
I read four. I
Whoa.
finished. I finished. I finished reading our "Walking Your Child Through Puberty."
Okay.
I was last month we read Raising the Independent Thinking Child. I
Independent
read
thinking
that book
child.
twice.
Wow.
A friend of
Cover to
mine,
cover.
yeah, cover to cover.
That's
A friend of
amazing.
mine just sent me
And you're a
three
young
PDF
mom.
three PDF books of John Maxwell. He sent me "Sometime You Fail, Sometime You Win, Sometime You Learn."
Okay.
As I was reading that book, because it was a PDF, so I opened it on my laptop. Any
Hmm.
line I see, I crop it.
I
I
like.
send it to my husband. No, I crop it immediately. I send it to my husband's phone as a chat. I read Failing Forward too. Men, even you know when people you say, you in short, will you be hearing coach's voice? It was as if I was hearing coach's voice saying, "You can do it.
Yes.
There's nothing impossible."
And what makes your journey more unique is that you're a nursing mom because we need to
Yes.
highlight that as well. And
Yes.
this is
I'm a
amazing.
nursing mom. My baby is just gonna be 8 months on the 27th.
Wow. And you also have a toddler
Yes, a three
and you're
years old.
able to do this.
Yes.
This is
Of
really
course, but also
beautiful.
by if not that I'm in an accountable system
Yes, you
that
wouldn't
held
be
me.
able to do it.
Even what even now made me more accountable on my own. I've been accountable, but as coach said yesterday in our
Right now.
webinar, it's not by just saying, yes, I can, I'm accountable, I'm consistent. But if you are not, putting yourself out there, putting yourself on your toes, that yes, I need guidance, kind of. So on my own, I just went to read those books. The one I read also, John Maxwell, was 17 essential ways to be a team player or something, but 17 is short. I can remember. I just finished reading that one.
Oh,
On my own
wow.
also, I picked up these are the two books I'm reading again.
Oh,
How to Love
wow.
Your Child More and Sex Educate Your
Educated
Child
like a
Like
pro.
a Pro, Volume 1.
Oh, wow.
So Isha, this is even the fifth book, yeah.
Oh, wow. As a nursing mom, if you're in the comment section, please give Miss Olamipo, the fire emoji.
Also, you
Oh
said
my
three.
God.
Number
Yes.
two, journaling has really, really, as the
Helped
inner
with
circle has made me
you.
to be a writer. At first, when I started, I was struggling, but I was like, no, I need to be consistent. From July as well, I'm emphasizing on July because, of course, then at least I put to bed. I could journal every day. If I don't, maybe I miss 3 days. As in, I'll remember. I'll think. Okay, what happened? 3 pages. I will write. Now, coach said something in one of those voice notes too. I can't remember the day. That sometimes now that has now come to my spirituality, the way I pray and I know God has answered. We will write some things down and we will know that God has actually answered it. This happened to me sometime last month.
Hmm.
I turned my gratitude journal to maybe a prayer journal, anything that just comes to mind, anything that happened to me physically, spiritually, emotionally, I put it down in my journal. I have it right here. So something happened and I used to go on a walk around my community, and I was just about to say, God, when I just heard it very well. Have you thanked me for what I did for you few days ago? And I looked up, I said, wait, that's true. The prayer has actually been answered. As in the
Hmm.
race at which I came back home, I started flipping through. I couldn't even remember the date. I now started reading through the journals I'd written. I'm like, oh my goodness, it has actually been answered. Even
Hmm.
for my son, I sent something to coach. I had to because I'm someone that, yes, you've put me in this system. I'm accountable to you. I said, this is our progress, is a progress. When the pediatrician still evaluated him, just under 1 month, my son could say 3 words together as like a sentence: a blue car, an orange, dress. Then I also use one of those connecting tools, like maybe the sex educates your child like a pro one, to teach him his body parts. He knows what this is for. Now he can approach me and say, "Mommy, candy." But before then, he couldn't. So that was when I was like, okay, I'm going to come here. I said I sent it to one of those series, to the intentional parenting series we had.
Yeah.
And I'm an advocate of no screen.
Because of your experience.
Yes, no screen. Even the pediatricians do say it. From zero
Wow.
to 2 years, they don't need to be on the
Zero.
screen.
Zero
And I
screen.
think in one of your sessions too, no screen. Even when they are like 3, 40, 30 minutes, you
Yes,
should even
limit.
have it. Play with them, interact, communicate with them. That's what they want. I had to join a free
Yes.
webinar here in my province, learning and when I was all those things they were saying, I'm like, this is what we say in inner
You're
circle.
learning in the
This is
circle.
what we are learning in inner circle. The
Oh
same
my
people.
God.
When I sent a review to the speech therapist, I said on my own I consulted. Guess what she said? Are you sure you will not go and be a speech language pathologist? I'm like,
Oh my
after
God.
after after 14 years work experience as a as a civil and structural engineer, do we want, because she was impressed.
Wow. With the difference in a short period of time.
Yes.
Wow.
As I remember her stage, she said, are you sure you will not go and have a degree in speech language pathology? I'm like, so because she's so impressed. And that's what, whatever we want to get in our children, it has to be done now.
Yes. The formative years.
Exactly, formative years. Some might even say, "Oh no, because they are teaching two languages." I said, "No, this is even the time they can learn two, three,
Yes.
four, any
Yes.
amount
Up
of
to
language."
five.
What are they
Very
thinking
true.
of? What? This is the time to form those things in them. The
True.
time is now. When the pediatrician also told us that we should completely till he's 5, I looked at my husband. I said,
It's
"Yes,
doable. It's
it's doable."
doable. With the
Inner
tools in the
circle,
academy,
inner
it's
circle, I'm
doable.
telling you.
It's
And to God
doable.
be the
You know, for
glory.
someone who is outside the inner circle, that would have been like a crippling moment for them. Like, what am I to do with this child without a screen? But once you're in the inner circle, you know that just from the
And some people
daily connection
might be
tools
thinking,
given
"Oh,
to
maybe
you,
because she's a nursing mom, she's not working and all." No, at
structure.
all. I went to do a course in computing. Sure, I've even moved from civil engineering to computing, IT.
Yeah.
So it's not even by that baby goes nursing mom. Just 30 minutes intentionality with
Yes.
your child.
Yes.
My son will comfortably pick his book, a postman part book. We should read it. He will bring it to me.
Hmm.
Because also he sees me holding book
Yes.
sometimes. I will time myself this 45 minutes. I must engage with him. We play on the floor. He can recite number 1 to 50 now.
That's beautiful.
I've increased it that okay, let us start writing. He will tell me, "Mommy, write." I will now, communicate to you. You want to write letter? He will respond, "A," and we go on. Yes, we are on a journey, but I'm glad that I came out to the inner, as I'm in the inner circle, and I made even my accountability system to know my struggle.
Yes.
Not that I didn't, I know what to do, but I don't know, maybe I was just discouraged or carried away or something like that. But thank God a voice was in that group, in
Yes.
our inner circle, to bring me back to my subconsciousness.
Oh wow. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I love that your journey is practical, particularly for parents who have young children who are probably working through your journey now. I love that it's practical. I also loved how you mentioned that your time for your son is not necessarily spending 12 hours or spending 9 hours. It's just a structured, well designed, well curated 30 to 45 minutes, and you see the difference. Coach will always say that it's not just some people have time, but they don't do anything with the time. It's the
Mm,
tools that you do, the
exactly, the
tools you
tools.
have, the time available to you. And that is
Mhm.
one thing the inner circle does for you. I also love how you mentioned that the pediatrician mentioned you shouldn't have any screen exposure. If you were here and you're wondering, okay, we've been asked to remove screen. We've been asked to remove screen. So how do I replace it? How do I help my hyperactive child? How do I help my child who's almost addicted to screen? The inner circle provides tools. That's all
Exactly,
we can tell to you. I
exactly.
hear Mr. Olamipo, the parents in the comment section who are yarders will tell you that we have tools. So the screen time is an alternative, it's an afterthought. It's not the first thing on
Afterthought.
our line of duties as parents. I love it. So let's move to the webinars. Which webinar has it been for you? Some parents would say it's honor, the honor
Uh,
webinar.
mhm.
Some parents would say is the peace as a skill. Some parents would say it's the one on voice. I can't remember now. So what webinar? Give me two webinars because I know it's hard. I'm putting you on the spot.
Two,
But two
please.
webinars.
Two, that two is not possible.
All
Please,
right. So
I'm begging.
give us
But
your
I will just
webinar.
touch one, maybe one or two things. The first one on my list, seasons of life. In short, I listened to
Mm,
that webinar twice
wow.
because I've come to realize that if we really want to raise kings, we can't raise kings anyhow. We can't raise them anyhow. So whatever you want to see, as I said before, in your child, whatever I want to implement, it is now. Everything is now. I'll just touch a bit on that seasons of life. That's my first. My and inside Seasons of Life is also now honor as a skill.
Yeah.
Something happened. I'll say a story. Something happened when we got to Canada, and I was, I was on cervical sacrilege, so I needed to get it removed. I was already 7 weeks gone. So I walked into the emergency that, oh, this and this is happening. Of course, I met a gynecologist, placed me on the bed, monitored the baby. Then we didn't even know the gender of my baby. We decided not to even know. We never knew we were expecting a girl. So a woman just walked in and she's like, first thing I just said, "How are you? Hope you're fine. How's your day been?" And she just moved to the door and she turned back. She said, "Do you know you're the only person that has asked how my day has been?" I said, "Really?" She said, "Yes." And the way you said it in a kind, soothing way, I said, "Oh, I know you people, you've been stressed your day and all that." So I was now about going home. She came back to meet me. How am I going home? I said, "I'll call my husband to get a cab for me." She just said, "No." I'm like, "What did I do? Give me your address." I said, "Give address." I wrote it out for her. This woman is not black. She's not white. I don't even know, but she's a human being. She went to write on a voucher for me. And she said I should give it to any cab. That cab will take me home without me paying. I'm like, really? So why am I tagging it to honor was the way I approached her. She didn't come
Yes.
to take care of me. There was a blood stain on the floor. I'm like, should I? She said, no, 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 no. That should go. That should take care of everything. That I should just make sure I'm okay. But what really struck me was how she just turned back and said, "No,
Yes.
you're the
No one
only
has
one
said that.
that's that even
Hmm.
one woman even pulled when she was delivering. She didn't even, I'm like, sorry, I was apologizing on that woman's behalf. So
Yeah.
honor as a skill, even in my home, my
Hmm.
son as is 3, the way I respectfully talk to him, place him, maybe when I want to serve him, in a tray, my darling, come and take, put it on your table. Are you all right? The way I talk to him,
Yeah.
as I don't just talk to him as a child, because I see a king in him.
Yes.
So another one is peace as a skill. That one too, I listened to it twice. That even in chaos, you must be. So all the see pediatrician, ask question. I was peaceful.
Hmm.
Short at the clinic, the man was like, "Wow, that I'm sure we are doing the right thing. My husband and I are doing the right thing. We should just keep it up because we're peaceful. No matter what, if there's problem, a solution is there.
Yes.
It's not a death sentence."
Yes.
And as
Nobody
coach would
died.
say, nobody died. So I'm not afraid.
Not
Mm-mm.
at all.
And I'll just add this one too. Teaching the skills of extra. That one, I caught something in that webinar, that a talent that I know I have. In short, I was anybody would just call, and I'll just be giving my time, I'm like, no. I know I have one skill, one knowledge. I can't just be dishing it out. So that teaching the skill of extra, I cut down one too. And financial management, I'll tag it
Hmm.
together. Then the last one, okay, yeah, building family legacy. I thought
Hmm.
it was only about leaving a good name. A good name is better than silver or gold. Yes, we know that. But there are a whole lot in that webinar. That's what I would just say, because if incoming yarders might not really understand it, because everybody's journey is different and unique.
Yes.
Whatever webinar we listen to, there's one or two things we pick from there and we do what's
Yes.
wrong with it.
Yes.
So those are the
Yes.
webinars.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love how that very simple gesture of honor gave you, and you don't know how that woman might have felt until she met
Yeah.
you. One thing the inner circle does for any individual is that it turns you to another man. You literally
Mm-hmm.
and physically, character wise, spiritually, you just become different. So, Mr. Lamipo, would I be right to say that the inner circle is just not a parenting academy? It's also a life coaching
It's not.
academy.
Bishop, if we can change that name, if it's possible,
To
because
the intentional life academy, yeah?
kind of,
Would would send this advocate to coach.
because it's not parenting at all.
I
Because your life,
know.
first of all, will be transformed before you even move
In
it.
and
And
out.
we are a reflection of what we want to see. If you can't give what you don't have. I don't know if I'm saying it the right way. If you want
Yes.
kindness, you to give kindness.
Yes.
If you want to see something good, you to be that person. Of course,
Very
goodness is
true.
not a skill, as we do say, rather, in the inner circle. So
Yes.
if whatever you want, you to be it
Be
first before you can say, okay, yes, I'm projecting it into someone else.
Wow. Now, as we wrap up, there's something that I have taken from your session, and it's your ability to prioritize, manage your time, essentialism, structure. You haven't said these words particularly, but I've been able to pick it from our conversation. How are you able to do it? And how has the Intentional Parent Academy or being in the inner circle helped you prioritize your time? Because you've not said it, but I can hear it. I can see someone who has discipline. I can see
Uh,
someone who has structure. How did the
yes.
academy help you achieve this?
The academy has helped me in so many ways. One, journaling. That journaling is just it for me. Two, my to-do list. Before, I didn't know what to-do list was. I was just, okay, I'll do this.
Mm,
Before I know it, I'll forget. I started, writing it down. 30 minutes, do this. 30 minutes, do that. If I want to read, I push my phone aside. Sometimes I even put it on silent mode because really need to concentrate. And readers are leaders.
yeah,
I will make sure I structure that time. Now, those voice notes coach used to drop. There's no how you will hear that voice note and you want to hear it again and do,
as you have said.
the way it's you catch it.
Yeah,
Just go and do it that way. So structure now I've trained my son to go to bed max 9. Today, I have my friends girls come stay with me. And when it was 8:30, I said, okay, it's time to go to bed. My son just went to the other room. I was expecting in another room that, okay, let us pray. And I asked, where is this boy? He said, he's coming. I said, coming. He has gone to the other room. I'm like, wow. So whatever we want to do, we have to just start now. Yes, we are not looking for perfection. It's
no,
a process.
growth.
As I said, journey.
Yes,
It's a journey.
yes,
Because these children also, they will not be with us forever. It's whatever we've implemented in them that they hold on to, the values, the structure
yeah.
as well. When I potty trained my son under 2 weeks, I didn't believe I could do it. Something I thought I would struggle with. I did it. Yes, there were accidents on the way. Of course, mistakes will happen. We'll learn. Okay, we'll not do it this way again. So there's no how inner circle will not give you, or it has given me that ability to prioritize. I know what to do part time.
Yes. You
The
know
same
what
thing
is
is what
essential for
essential,
your
the essential,
season.
yeah, of a thing.
I agree.
I know what is essential part time. No rush,
No pressure.
no pressure at all.
And that is one thing the inner circle really teaches you. Because one thing that complicates the life of a lot of parents is not understanding. You know, in this session, one thing, if you're not yet in the inner circle, there was a webinar called The Seasons of Life that was held around the middle of the year that changed the game for a lot of parents. Because one of the reasons why we are grudgy as parents, one of the reasons why we lose our temper is because we feel that being parents have shortchanged our lives. We could be here, but you're locked down with the kids. But you're better able to enjoy the season when you
Mm-hmm.
understand where you are. And that is
That
one
word
thing that
enjoyment, as an
exactly
enjoyment. Enjoy
enjoy
it.
it,
Enjoy
revere
it.
it. You know, coach would always say, now she has teenagers. She looks back at when her kids were younger and she's happy that she enjoyed that phase.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to go back, but she doesn't regret not doing what she was supposed to do when she was
Exactly.
there. That is the knowledge the inner circle gives you. Now we're rounding up, ma'am. Tell me one word that you would use to describe the inner circle. Just one word.
I've said it.
A home.
It's my safe place.
Your safe
Permanent.
permanent with pain.
Pin. No
With
thumb tag
pain
though.
here.
I don't know. Is it tornado nail?
You know you're a
Yeah,
structural engineer, so you know the
exactly.
word for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it. If you're super glue self, join it.
Hmm.
It's just a
Hmm.
safe place
A safe
to stay.
place.
A safe place to stay.
Yeah.
No competition, no gra no uh just follow instruction. Follow the structure, not instruction, follow
Has
the
been laid out
structure
for you.
has been laid out. And funny enough, all these things are normal day-to-day activities we do. But because we don't know the how,
Hmm.
we don't know the how. So inner circle has structured it that yes, this is the how. This is the how.
Yes, ma'am.
As I said, that financial management, as in I caught something. My spiritual, as in people you say they used to hear from God before I don't use, as in this one I heard it clearly. Clearly. I ran back home. I told my husband, I'm like, see what I heard though. I went back to the notes. I flipped through. I don't, what I even pray now is, God, thank you. When I start my journal, thank you, God. Just thank you for inner circle.
Yeah.
Because your spiritual life will be transformed. As I said, I wasn't a reader. In short, while I was in Nigeria, I bought many books too. I used to even follow one lady that has read under 1 year, she read 200 and something books.
Books.
Next thing I will follow her that maybe I'll get motivated for where,
No structure in place.
because I will see what she's doing, and she's a mother of two as well.
Hmm.
She finished her
You were
MBA to one time like
motivated.
that. I was motivated, but when there was no structure,
There's no structure.
when I was reading Raising Boys too, I finished reading it even before my team was meant to do the what they call it, the review. When they posted, I said, don't worry, I'll be in the main group. All what they were, putting there, I was putting my own comments because I read it cover to cover,
Yes.
cover to go, even Raising Girls as well. Especially that Raising Girls, because I knew you read it after. I was so happy. So my when I'm reading, I'm always excited. I'm so happy to really share one word, one line, one sentence that really caught, did a rema in my life.
Yeah.
So that's just it.
Oh, that's your journey is beautiful. Now, as we wrap up, there's something else I've picked from all you've said. Your key emphasis was from July. I started in July. I had my baby in July. Now, this is because of parents who are probably in the inner circle and who kind of failed along the journey. How were you able to pick up? Because I can just sense that you just kind of picked up momentum in July. How were you able to do it? And what's your word of um encouragement to any parent who is in the inner circle but who couldn't keep up, probably for one reason or the other? What would be your word? What helped you pick momentum from July, and what can they take into the new year that would help them pick momentum from the get go?
Yeah, Professor Esweka wrote something here now that inner circle shows us the why we do it, the how also we do it. From that July, why I'm emphasizing on that July, because that conference also was a game changer for me.
For you.
When I heard parenting is war, I'm like, truly. And I had to go back. That's why I had to download all the webinars from, let me say, February. I started that as a Seasons of Life, watch it twice. Peace as a skill, twice. Because coach will say that, don't say wait till 2024. No, start now. Even if it's one day. Starting is hard for many of us, but start. Do it afraid. Just take that bold step today. Especially maybe can you still hear me, Precious, please? I think you're frozen. Can anyone still hear me? Can anyone still hear me? Okay, all right. I can still be heard. All right, I just had to go to the comment because I wasn't seeing the comments before. So I'll just tell us that we should start now. No time to waste time. No time to waste time. Just start now. Inner circle has been a blessing, and it is a blessing to me and my family, because I can see the transformation is tangible in my hands. I can see it very well. It's a journey for me. So I'm not running kitty kitty kata kata, as I want to borrow my darling coach's words. Mm-mm. I'm not running kitty kitty kata kata. I don't just join anyhow conversation. If it's peculiar to, okay, let me share one or two words. Even there was a time I posted something somewhere, and a lady privately chatted me and said, "Are you a medical doctor?" I laughed. I said, "No, I'm not." Inner self who gave me that wealth of experience as well.
Yeah.
So no pressure. Start now. Don't wait till 2024. Start now. Take
Getting
it
now
one day at a time.
at a time. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you
Thank you
so much.
too.
Thank you for being real. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
working this journey. We all at the Academy are absolutely proud of your journey. Now, we're going to wrap this up now, but permit me to ask this question. What would be your word of advice to anyone who is thinking of being in the inner circle? It's just barely 14 days or 15 days, 14 days, I think, to the inner circle program. We have barely 2 weeks. They have barely 2 weeks to make up their minds, and they're still thinking. They have heard over 75 people come share their journey and they're still thinking, my journey is too deep. You don't understand. I have this challenge. I have the other challenge. I really wish to join. But. What can you say to that parent right now that would change everything for
As
them?
our coach would say, excuses are tenable. Your excuses are valid, but they will not give you results.
They won't give you results.
Someone also reached out and she was like, I need somebody that can give me answer to this. I just smiled. So she sent an emoji that she's crying. And when I see me, I read emojis like that. I had to quickly call, but she rejected the call. I'm like, what was wrong? She said, you won't understand. I'm like, what's happening? Okay, go and watch this intentional parenting series. I'm even watching it right now, as in I'm catching a replay. Go and watch it. Inner circle, as I said, is a safe place. There's no need of you thinking at all if I should come. So many of my friends, just by me sharing on my status, as I like, they know I'm someone that I don't just share anyhow thing. There's a group for me for my prayers, for marriage and parenting now, that they know that yes, if I see something of value, I catch it and I run with it. I say yes. So there's no point thinking of should I or should I not. Coach will say, and me too, I will say it, is trauma, fear, fear of the unknown,
Hmm.
fear of the unknown. Why not face it by starting now? Face that fear, conquer it. The structure is there for us, because I'm repeating gallantly level one again. I told
Gallantly. I
you,
love the word.
it's my
With
permanent
pride.
place. Yes,
With
gallantly,
pride.
because it's my journey, my becoming. No, nobody else's. Is mine. So please come on board and let's
Get in
change
the
the
ark.
narrative for our children's generation. It's not by
Hmm.
prayer alone. Prayer without work is dead.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking us on your beautiful journey. I would round up with how Coach explains the scripture that says that as arrows are in the hands of the mighty man, so shall be the children of your youth. And Coach would always say that the propeller of the arrow is not God. The
Mm-mm-mm.
propeller of the arrow is the
Is
mighty man.
us, yeah.
And the
And mighty.
becoming of the mighty man is what the inner circle does to you. Because,
Mm-hmm,
of course, the mighty man can become mighty until they pass through a system. And the
mm-hmm.
inner circle, like Mr. Olamipo has mentioned, is that safe place that makes you a mighty man. So you want to raise arrows, you want to raise messiahs, you want to raise children who will bring the war to the enemy at the gate. You need to be trained. And the inner
Yes.
circle is that abode, it's that safe place, and it's home for you. You want to join the inner circle that will be starting on the 1st of December. Our academic year at the academy starts on the 1st of December. So while you guys are shouting Happy New Year in January 1st, we are shouting our own
Happy,
Happy
yes,
New
so
Year on the 1st of December. To join the inner circle, simply make a one-time fee of 100,000 to the account number displayed on your screen, or send a quick chat. You have questions, you want to ask questions, you have personal questions you want to get answers to, send the chat to 0903 6633 600, or hit us up on any of our social media handles, and we'll be there to furnish you with all the details that you would need. Once again, a single fee is 100,000. Then, if you're coming in as a couple, that is you and your spouse, you'll be paying a 100.
You're frozen again. Can anyone still hear? Well, the description is right on the screen for anyone that wants to join. Is right on the screen. So please don't be left out of the hack, because this is our own Noah's hack. Quickly join in. The more the merrier. Thank you for saying that. The more the merrier. And with the LD community we are forming, I mean, this we are making this world a safe place also for our children and their own generation as well to come. I think Madam Precious has been booted out again. God bless you too, Madam Tululokwe. Yes, please. You have to just join in as soon as possible. We just have barely 2 weeks to kick off 2024 cohort, and it's already getting filled up. It's getting filled up. So don't let us
Oh,
be left out of the ark. Yes,
we
we can.
won't
We
be
are
left
back.
out of the app. Yes, please, supers. My apologies for that. I'm having some network
Yes.
issues at my end. All right. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank
Thank
you
you
to
so much,
all
sis.
of our viewers who have joined us. We've had such a beautiful time with you, Mr. Lamipo. Once
Thank
again,
you.
we are honored. Thank you for taking
I feel
out
so
time
honored
to come
too.
here.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Thank you so much, Tim. And I also want to use the opportunity to thank my husband. He's not in the inner circle, but
Oh,
as you know, some of we others used to say, we used to play all those, all our webinars at the background. My husband by himself, I heard him on 2 or 3 different occasions telling one of his friends in the United States of America that, there's this group that I want you to join. You can follow them even on
wow.
Facebook.
Oh, wow.
You can watch some of these are free webinar. That's 2 days live. As I was like, wow, okay. Gradually,
Someone is,
we
yeah,
are we
we're
are
getting
bringing
there.
them. So
We're
don't think,
getting
oh my, we
there.
are get. Don't think, oh, my husband will not join. You come first. Let that
Yes.
change. At least my husband
Yes.
categorically told me that I've matured. I'm like, wow,
Wow.
that word alone, is like 1 million Canadian dollars, if not more than self. I can't even put a price to that word.
I know.
So the hack is getting filled up. Don't be left out of the hack.
Don't be left outside the ark.
Thank you.
Don't be left outside the ark. Thank you so much to our viewers on behalf of our lead coach. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you again, same time, same platform from Monday. God bless you and to have a
God
lovely
bless
day.
you. All
Goodbye,
right.
ma'am. Our love
All
to the
right.
kids.
Good night from here. Good morning over
Have
there.
a good night.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye.